Hello, hello. Good late Saturday evening, everyone. Central Standard Time. I just wanted to get on here for a little bit and talk about my couple of days, okay? I have been busy. Do you hear me? Busy. Okay. For those of you who know, I am a grandmother of 5 grandchildren. And today we had an outing. Now, this is the thing. One lives with me. I four. Take care of four, and one lives with me. Do that make sense? Can I explain it? One lives with me, and the other ones I guess you could say, somewhat like financially do for. 3 granddaughters, 2 grandsons. And let me tell you something. They bring me joy. I have been so overwhelmed. I hope you can hear me. Let's see if this volume is up. Okay. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Sometimes you can get so overwhelmed, you don't know if you're coming or going. I said that. Today, you don't see a scarf on my head. I, from now on, am going to be who I am, okay? I went out today. I say this for a reason. I'm on a weight loss journey, okay? And for those of you who don't know, and I say journey, I have another YouTube channel, which is Mona's Vegan Lifestyle, okay? This one right here is for me and my grandchildren, okay? Um, when I tell you it's a journey, it's a journey. Something happened to me today, okay? My granddaughter's here. School's about to approach. I don't like waiting till the last minute. But also, my back is up against the wall with a lot of things, right? I'm trying to get this out. I'm not going to be on here before you too long. But I say to myself, at the age that I am, can I have some fun? Can I enjoy myself? Can I do something? Can I have a life? Can I have a social life? Can I have a man? As I stated prior, I can get myself together. I have clothes. I have jewelry. My daughter know how to put makeup on me. If you see her or see how I look when I put makeup on, you think it won't be me or wasn't me. True statement. I got some pictures. People say, "Girl, that ain't you." Yes, it is. Just don't do nothing. Me and my granddaughter shared a Sprite. So if I had someone to take me out, I got hella jewelry. I'm a lipstick woman. Clothes, shoes, perfumes, underclothes, you name it. I have these things. My daughter now always say, "Mom, you got some nice things." So I'm saying that to say, red flag, white one. So today we went somewhere and I had an anxiety attack and panic. Mhm. And I think what kind of throws me off is it came from out of nowhere, but it was in there. But it came from out of nowhere. But I guess it was the timing. My grandchildren helped me through that process. I kid you not. Um, we went to the mall. They supposed to have this like area for kids to play, real nice. But come to find out, they had closed that part out. Why? I don't know. But they had an arcade in there. They had several restaurants, stores, of course. And so what we did, we ate at the food court. I stick to my eating. I had a salad with tomatoes, olives, cucumbers, onions, sesame, what is it, sunflower seeds, and Italian dressing. I might be leaving something out. It was amazing. Tastes so good. But getting down there, we went down the elevator. I mean, yeah, elevator. Yeah, elevator because there's escalator, elevator. And I was gonna go down the escalators, but when I was scared to walk across, almost looked like it was a bridge. Oh my goodness. I was like, what the heck? So I backed up, got off, and said, let me go on and go down the elevator. And I freaked out. My daughter was already downstairs, okay? Because we was on the, let me get it right now. We was on, okay, they was on the third level, but we was on the first floor going up to the third. That's how it was. He came down to get me and the grandkids too. And I started crying and shaking, and my heart was racing. So my daughter said, Mom, take your time, take your time. And we went and sat down. I would say I felt embarrassed, but I said, oh my goodness, I don't want to mess up the day for the grandkids. And I'm so serious. I was like, oh, I don't want them seeing me like this. But they were so sweet. They comforted me. They sat by me. They said, Grandma, it's gonna be okay. You brave, and said all kinds of amazing sweet things. And I'm so serious. So I told my daughter, I think we sit down for about like 15 minutes or so. I told her, I said, I think I want to do this. You know, I don't really think it was a fear thing. It's just I panicked. So I had gave my daughter some glasses, sunglasses, shades last week, and she brought them with her. So I said, can I use your sunglasses? I wear glasses, as you see. And I put them over my glasses, and it was dark, right? And I hold my head down, and my granddaughters grabbed my hand. I didn't know where the hell they was taking me, but my daughter was there, so she probably said, was watching them too. And we went in that elevator, and I closed my eyes to say the whole time. I knew I was in it because I felt the up and the down when it was coming and going. I'm saying all that to say when you get overwhelmed, overloaded, don't take time out for yourself, self care, self love, think about yourself, things like that happens. I don't go nowhere, not for real. Grocery stores, occasionally get my nails done. Hot mess, ain't it? I am a responsible adult. I got a grandchild. I get her things. I have to buy stuff. I'm not waiting to the last minute, trying to do the best I can. All these words is coming out like this because that's how it is. I started with socks, underclothes, shoes. She got have some clothes that my daughter gave, nice things used or whatever. We washed them all, but she needs more. And so, as I'm saying all this, I'm on another live, baby. That's all. As I'm saying all this, oh y'all, stupid. Mm-mm-mm. I got overwhelmed. Okay. Sometimes in life you gotta take time for yourself. Sometimes in life you gotta find time for yourself. But then I said, damn, just as soon as I work towards me, y'all just don't know what I'm talking about. You see this? All this looseness. My face used to be huge. Weight loss journey. And I'm trying to stay so focused because I don't want to go off that train. I don't want it to derail. I don't want to go back. I want to keep going focused, and I don't want to get emotionally to the point where I start emotionally eating, stress eating, being sad and depressed and all this stuff. I just don't want that. And I've been down that road. I've been down that road. I worked on that. Then I ended up working on, in the midst of that, I started my spiritual journey as well. What does that mean? I just got more focus into reading the Bible and the Word, and I'm a believer anyways, and um, meditate and stuff like that. I had worked so hard on myself, and every time I don't make myself a promise, but I'll say this won't happen no more. Every time I let myself down. But as I stated, sometimes can't be helped. So I'm needing furniture, not want. I need a car. And I stress that because when I save and saving towards that goal, because I do set goals for myself, um, on my door, I wrote some goals. I did them all. I got in my bathroom some affirmations and goals and things I want to do. I did all of them. I still have them there because I want to see them. So now what I'm doing is last year, December, I bought me a bed. And what I did was I put what was it? 1,000 plus down and the rest, mm, 5 to 600 I finance because I'm working towards things. It's mine. I don't owe nothing. Not a half, quarter, penny, dime, or nothing. It's mine. So what I did 2 weeks ago, me and my daughter and my grandchildren went to a furniture store, and she's looking too. And so I didn't have no intentions on going in there to look, to purchase, to buy or nothing. And I seen this one table set. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is something. I just looked at it and said I wanted it. I said, I'm thinking about this now too. I knew that it opens up like it has a compartment. I'm looking at it now. That's why I say that. Where you can lift it up and you can probably put like throw comforters and books, magazines. Almost kind of reminds you of a chest in a sense. I'm gonna show y'all. It's right there. The top part lifts up. They go to the table. The table over there, on the top of it, it has an area where you can put your charger in and it'll charge your phone. It has a plug-in thing too. Now this right here, okay, you see all those boxes? That's actually neat. I put that there because I'm using that area as a storage area. And then I'm going to put like a tapestry in front of it. It's going to look neat and stuff. My grandkids' wall, they put those there. And then family pictures and so on and so forth. But that's neat right there. It's like jewelry and some belongings in there because I had to make room. Okay, make do what you do. What's I say? Make do what you got until you can do better for what you want or something like that. But here we go. I have two of those tables. I'm showing y'all this for a reason. I used to be that person that I didn't think about myself, and to a degree, I'm finally trying to get to it because I don't want to not think about myself and be sad and depressed and not happy. I don't have a social life. I went out today and I told my daughter I was getting recognized. Like I said, I can get myself together. I can look decent. I might look like a hot mess now. I don't care. I do, but I don't. I know I'm not dirty. I know I got clean clothes, a roof over my head, water, food. My hair look like this. I can get my hair done again. I'm waiting on the girl to come back in town. I put a black rinse in it. I don't care. No more. I don't. I don't. I used to. Used to care about my grays. I've been having gray hairs. I'll tell this story ever since I was about 27, 28 years old in the front. Not so much, but it's hereditary. My dad's family grays. And my son right now, he's 37. He got grays in his beard. So I say all that to say, and it's just, as I got older, at one point in time, I didn't feel like it was appealing, attractive. And so that's what I'm talking about. I worked so hard on my self esteem. At one time, I never had it. My mom used to always say she never had to worry about me. I didn't have no self esteem problems. And another thing, I always dressed. I was the smallest one in my family. I always had the longest hair in my family. It's true story. But it comes a point in time in your life when you have things that happen in your life as a kid and triggers and things that you go through as an adult, and you allow yourself to go through, and uh, you allow yourself to go through it because of wanting to feel love and acceptance and stuff like that. I had to work on myself with that. I wanted to feel accepted because at the age of 18, I was married, and that wasn't bad. I had four kids by the age of 26, 27. My kids' husband, my kid's father, which was my husband, I'm trying to say, um, he was in the army. I had a good life. Lived in Germany 4 years, traveled. Didn't have no family in those states and countries, okay? It was just me. I was by myself. You know, people know how the military is. You leave, go to the field, 30 days in the field for a week, 2 weeks, and go to different parts of the world and stuff. You might be in Germany and come back to the United States and you still over there with your kids, okay? And stuff like that. I knew this one lady, her husband was in Germany and he went to the States, you know? And so I was used to being a wife and feeling loved by my kid's father. He's no longer living, okay? And from time to time, it hits me hard because I'm like, going through a lot. And sometimes I say by myself because I have four kids, and whatever I'm going through with two of them or one of them, I try not to stress my other kids about it, but I do tell them because I can't keep it all in all the time. And I don't care to just tell anybody because really people sometimes ain't genuinely happy for you anyways and stuff. I don't know too many people. I'm just I'm not needy. I don't ask for nothing. Oh, my granddaughter came in here I was on another live. She came in here and she said these words to me. She said, Grandma, you know why I came in here? You can hear her. She was back there to like the den area I kind of made because I don't want the kids to be in my living room. I'm trying to appreciate my things. I'm not a materialistic person, but damn, I work hard for the fruits of my labor and I want to enjoy it. And I want to get broken today. Not saying this is going to happen, but I just said, so I had back there in the back a love seat. It's kind of like my office. I have jewelry and boxes, but I got a lot of the stuff over there. But I'm gonna get the TV that's in my living room, put it back there. The kids have something to sit on. I was thinking about getting a bean bag or two because it's a love seat. They small kids, they can still sit on it. And then my living room, I'm gonna get a bigger TV. I have one in my room. They can't go in there because my bed, my granddaughter, she lays um I have a sofa bed, but the mattress is not here because I got someone else is using it, and I'm not saying this because it's a problem. I'm saying it because this is truth. It's not a problem. I offer. Um, and then I went back out my room because it's big, and my room is huge. I have a one bedroom, okay, and I could put another queen or two twin beds in there. You know what? Like it did when we was coming up back in the days. You might have 20 people in one room, okay, and the living room is big. My room is huge. I have a walk-in closet. The bathroom's not small. I got a galley-sized kitchen, and I have that back there. And I say all that to say, you gotta make do with what you got until you can get what you want. And if I have to get a queen-size bed, girls can lay together, and a twin size for the boys, that can work. Okay, and then I got mine dining area. They get into a room or something. I'm just saying. And I told my daughter this, and I didn't say it to be mean. I said, sometimes I don't think people want me to be with no one or to have a life or to be happy. I mean, I understand you can have kids and be happy. That's true. But I'm saying, like, when I work so hard to get what I need and want, to build what I want and to have, that's where the anxiety sets in. And then also, I, I said, I use YouTube mainly because this is pretty much the only platform I like to get on. And I ain't just saying that. True me, truly, truly, truly do mean this. So subscribe, hit the notification, share. I need this. And what I'm talking about is to be monetized. I need it. I need it. I will work my ass off. I do what I got to do. I'm not lazy. I don't care what age I am. I am a go getter. My son says this. He said, Mom, he said, the things you do, I got videos doing things that I would do someone else wouldn't do or don't do and haven't do. My granddaughter tell me all the time, she said, Grandma, you get up and stay up all day. And I do. Well, I just wanted to come on here. I'm just trying to get people to kind of come into my life, my world. We had a good time today, and the kids. I felt like a kid. I feel like if somebody asked me out on a date, they could take me to the arcade. I told my daughter, I said, because that's really when you can see if a person is like, people like to be competition and stuff and sore losers or whatever, or poor loser. I had a good time. I was sitting down with my youngest grandbaby, and me and her was playing this game. We, it was a Nerf game. I mean, I had a ball. That's the first time, and I don't want to lie, because I ain't going to, that I really been somewhere over the top like that. I done been to a restaurant. I done got my nails done. I done been to the store. I'm talking about an activity. And I had a good time. I was sitting playing with my granddaughter, and I said, "Oh no, I'm going here and get me swipe. You got a card? I have it in there. And, you swipe it in the machine, and then you can get tokens and stuff like that. But the one I was on, they say you don't. But all of them, you don't. But there's a lot of them that do, and you get candy, gifts, whatever. And I was so content, and it seemed like everything I was doing with that little like machine thing, like it was releasing. Like, and I was by myself. At first, it was me and my granddaughter, and then, the kids was going around. My daughter was monitoring them. I was monitoring, and next thing you know, and I'm just sitting there by myself. It didn't seem like nobody was in there with me, literally. I don't make no promises, but I refuse to set up in depression and be sad and crying and stuff. I done been down that road too many times. I'm sad. I'm holding it, and I really am. Oh no, been moving the furniture and a few flies in here, and a whole bunch. Believe that. I don't do that. Everyone's buzzing around me. But you better go on somewhere. Um, I just trying to keep the faith and do what I got to do. But that's enough of that. As always, be you, do you, for you, and love you. And I will get back on here again, and I'm trying so hard. Please hit the notification, subscribe to my channel, share, pass it along. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be doing some blogging, out shopping, grandchildren, buying for grandkids, doing for grandkids, trying to make memory. Basically, I ain't got no choice, okay? And to make myself feel good, to entertain, and it might not be what I want to do, but I have to do it. I have no choice. And so, and I'm working so hard. Listen, let me say this. I tell my granddaughter and I tell my grandkids, I don't make promises. But last year, I said by the end of the year, I wanted to be enough made about $10,000. I did. And that's why I got that bed. And I could have had a car. You know what I mean? I said could have. I don't want to stress to look old. Okay. If I'm starting to look old, that's gonna make me sad. I'm getting older. I don't want to look old. There's a difference. I want to be control of my life, no one else. And sometimes that's what I feel like. That's why it's Mona's unique experience life. Because it's life. Life, life, life. It happens. It's a story. It's a book. It's your story to be told. It's a book that you can write. All of us have that in us. Some stories is more devastating, terrifying, dramatic, but it's their story. It's our story. I have so much to say. I can remember as far back, I'm going to say 3 to 4 years old. My granddaughter's 5. She can remember something back as 4 to 5. And she's not lying because I know I was a part of that. And that's sad when you have memories of nothing but nothing, or sadness, no joy. And that's something that kids supposed to have. They supposed to have. Kids is supposed to be like on the movies. But I don't. Maybe that's just my person. A kid is supposed to be like happy, jolly, excited, not having to worry about being hungry, homeless, without. Because we're supposed to be the providers. We're supposed to be the one that's making them feel like they can come to us and be safe. I tell my granddaughter all the time, talk to me. And I think we have to understand to the point to where, like at night, I asked her, "Are you okay?" Or in the morning, "You sleep good?" She asked me the same thing. I said, "Grandma, I just want to know." And then she'll open up and talk. I'm not forcing nothing. I want my grandchildren and my kids even to come to excuse me, to come to me and talk to me about whatever. And that's how I feel like I should do. And I think it'd be better for all of us because it's almost like we're on one accord. We can have this communication is key to be able to support each other. It don't always have to be financially, but honey, let me tell you, it has been that for me. I don't say, I don't sit to talk about what I do for the one. I need a car. I want a car. And as I said, I don't want. I'm grateful, but sometimes it comes to be about you want what you want to, and you deserve what you want. I think I do. I had a car. What was it? Uh, 2020. Mhm. And it was given to me. It was an elder lady. I was staying with my daughter, and she lived in the same apartments, and the other lady lived across from my daughter. They came and knocked at my daughter's house. I knew the lady across from my daughter, and I knew her too, but I knew the one across from my daughter because me and her used to go places together. But anywho, and she left her purse in her granddaughter's car on the floor, and she didn't have her key. Okay, and so they knocked at the door, and I went across the hall. I mean, well, across the door, whatever. And she was in there with Miss Sharon. Her name is Miss Margaret, and I guess they felt like they didn't know what to do, so I guess they asked me. So Miss Margaret was kind of like, kind of antsy because she wanted to get in her house. So I asked her, I said, "Does your granddaughter have a Facebook?" And I reached out to her on Facebook Messenger. By that time, I don't know if she saw it or not. And I just said, "Hello, my name is this. Your grandmother is with me. You have her purse." She locked that house. Cut straight to it, right? By the time she came, and they just thank me, thank me, thank me. So we're gonna fast forward. That happened in 2017, and then 2021, Miss Sharon had called me and said that Miss Margaret wanted to talk to me. I haven't heard or seen her. Well, she ended up getting real sick, and she was put into a assisted living facility. I think she said for about 6 months. And she had a car and she wasn't driving anymore. So she asked me, because they knew I didn't have a car, because Miss Sharon used to take me places, my daughter or whatever. Did I have a car yet? And I said, no. She said, how would you feel if I give you my car? I said, huh? how would you feel if I was to give you my car? And I said, okay. I said, I mean, I would appreciate it. Thank you. But I told her, I said, call your daughters, grandkids, or whatever, and ask them or let them know what you're doing. Because I said, I don't want no one end up thinking that I persuaded her in her vulnerable state, being sick or whatever. I'm just saying, keeping it real. She said, I ain't got to do nothing. She said, this is my car. She cursed. Okay. So I said, no, that make me feel comfortable if you do that. So I had told her once I find a way to get over there to get it, because my sister ended up taking me. So I'm gonna get to that. And she called me about 2 times, and I said, I still want it. I said, I just got to get away over there. So my sister came by, and I mentioned it to her, and she said, sure, because it was just not too far from me, literally close by. Her grandson was there. Miss Sharon was there, my sister, and this other girl that was with us. So I had all these witnesses, right? Miss Sharon, she got the what you call it, the title, the pen. I signed it. The grandson was there. He witnessed it all, and he also was the one that gave a jump to the car because it had been sitting. So the battery, and he followed me. And once we did all the transaction talk for a while, and then left. He followed us to a auto parts store to see if it was any dead cells in the battery or whatever, and they said no. He was so nice. I mean, whew, this is where the plot twist come in at. I said to her, I said, I truly appreciate what you did and what you have done. I said, but if at any time your daughter can't take you to the store or to your appointments, because mind you, we didn't stay too far from one another, literally, I wouldn't have no problem if I'm free. And I didn't. And I meant it. And I did. She needed to go to the eye doctor. She needed to go to a heart doctor. And she needed to go to the dentist. And she needed to go to get her medicine or something like that. Yeah. I waited. I took her to the store that was not too far from her doctor's office. It was like a little quick trip or whatever. Then her eye doctor place to pick up her glasses wasn't too far, so I waited. Then I asked her, I said, have you ever been to Covert's? It's a restaurant. She said, no. I took her there, okay? You could tell just from going to doctors, to the quick store, to eye doctor, to Covert, she just was like so happy, content, enjoyed herself. So she asked me again to take her to, was it the dentist? Yeah, it was the dentist. Dentist. It was the dentist because I doctor said. Took her to the dentist, and after that, she wasn't ready to go home. So we went up the way. We went to Sonic's, and you know you can sit outside and eat at Sonic's. She enjoyed herself. She took her food home, what she had left, and told me. She said I made her day, and because she had been in the house, and you get to feeling kind of sad or depressed or whatever, and so that was that. Now I already done said she went to the I can't even talk. Heart doctor, a quick trip. What is that? Old Discovery, old eye doctor obstacle place. I waited. Culver's, Dennis, Sonic's, and somewhere else I can't recall right offhand. I just got the vehicle and it had been sitting. Mind you, I said that. So I needed to see if the oil needed to be changed. I took it. to this place. It was called Big Old Tire Place, across from Walmart's. And this is around the time we got our first stimulus check. I'll never forget this. And I told them that I wanted an oil change. Matter of fact, I made an appointment. It was on the Thursday. Um, my sister came, followed me there, and they told me it was going to take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And so we went across Walmart. Literally, when I say across, it's like if I'm looking straight ahead, you see it. Without no way or nothing. We were walking around, that was, I think, the last time I've been in Walmart since 2019 or something like that, 20 or whatever, 20. We walking around and everything. We was over by the shoes department, and I get a call. And it was the place that had my car doing the oil change, or supposed to anyways. And they said, do you want to get the good news or the bad news? I said, just go and tell me the bad news. Because if you're going to tell me good and then icing it with some bad, no, I'm going to get the good, the bad out the way. They said, you didn't need no oil change, but there's something else wrong with your vehicle. I said, okay. I said, something else wrong with my vehicle. I said, I didn't tell you to look at nothing else. I just said an oil change. It didn't have nothing to do with that. No, it didn't. I know a little bit of something because my dad went to school and my ex-husband worked on vehicles, and he showed me how to put in a transmission, oil, antifreeze, a windshield wiper fluid. I already knew how to put cables on the battery. I could tell if the alternator is about to go out, those type of things. I even helped him put a transmission in. What was the car? We got my son, because it's square and the transmission go in through the front where the wheel is. Oh my goodness. But anyhow, it's like a square. Oh, I was at the tip of my tongue. Okay, but anyhow, so I said on that phone, I said, you know what? I said, you just want some money because everybody got this stimulus. I remember what I said. That pissed me off. So I gets over there, and the girl that was working at the cash register thing, she said, well, yeah, he wasn't lying. I seen the wet spot, the dripping. I said, you saying that you probably his girlfriend. I was heated, okay? So Miss Margaret asked me to do something for her, and I told her about the car. She thought I was lying. I was not lying to her. I took her to 3 places. Actually, I took it to 4 because I took it to 2 auto parts places. O'Reilly, not O'Reilly's, AutoZone and Advanced Auto Part. That's the 2. And then I took it to Jiffy Lube's. I already got the estimate from Big Old Tire, okay? And they told me it's going to be like almost $700-800 to fix. And so, I knew another place. This guy that my son knew, he was a mechanic, and he was a mechanic for the Mack trucks, okay? So I got all 3 of these people telling me something different, each 3 of them. I say each 3 of them, all 3 of them, I meant to say. The Big Old Tire, Jiffy Lube's, and the guy. Now, I'm leaning towards Jiffy and the man. And I believe Jiffy and I believed him because it was 2 things that was wrong. But they wasn't costly, okay? The man said it, they said it. They was trying to get in my pockets. And I know it had something to do with labor. She said, I want my car back. Now, mind you, I done went and got insurance. I got it registered. Yeah, I did all that. My name is signed on the thing. And I'm like, okay, I understand. She gave it to me. That's a gift. But she thought the whole story, she thought I was lying to her. I sent copies to her granddaughter. okay, because I had her granddaughter's phone number because she didn't get sick and got put in the hospital. And I had been trying to call her and she wasn't answering. So I called her granddaughter. Her granddaughter told me she was in the hospital, da da da. So I said, you know what? I'm going to reach out to her granddaughter. Okay. I reached out to her granddaughter and um, told her everything as far as the vehicle. She believed me. I even showed her. I showed her the problems that was told to me. I said like that. I wasn't getting over. I didn't lie. I told the truth. It was so much. My daughter told me, my oldest daughter told me, she said, Mom, I got rid of the car because it was giving me a headache. I didn't know really what was wrong with it. And it was starting to have problems, worse problems, because whatever the hell they did, place. And I put an ad on the marketplace. I told the truth. I said, I don't know what's wrong with it. I told what was it was doing. And actually, I didn't even know how many miles because I didn't know how to turn that light on. The man, I felt so slow. He turned the light on, and when he told me the miles that was on that vehicle, they were low. I mean, low miles. Because the only thing she did was went to Targets and to her eye appointments and back home. And these is all in the area because I lived over there. My daughter did. Everything's in the area. Two people came and looked at the vehicle. It was two brothers, I guess. And then this man and his wife, they came. He asked me, could he drive the car? And his wife stayed with me. I know things like that can happen where, it could be a game or whatever. But I wasn't worried about it because I had a tracker. I say that now. And the man didn't go far. He went in the back of where I stay, which is the church in the parking lot. That's where he went. And he probably did a little bit of testing or whatever. When he came back, he said, I take this off your hand. He gave me exactly what I asked for. I forget the price. It's been a while. And I think I said 1,500. I think that's what it was. And so he was getting it for his teenage daughter. That's what he said. But the kind of car it was, I know Buicks and Chevys and stuff like that hold their value. If I'm talking crazy, y'all, I got a sore right here in my mouth. I bit my mouth. So that's why I'm talking crazy. I know I talk. I cleaned it up too. Uh, I think it's from eat sunflower seeds because I eat sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds. So anyhow, yes, she thought I was telling a lie. I said, wow. And that's the last time I had a vehicle. And I didn't have that long. I had it for about 4 months, maybe. The last one I had before then, my dad helped me get that. And that was in 2000. What was that? 2011? Yeah, 2011. And I had that until 2014. So 3 years for that. And the man that got that, the seat was broke. It was a good, I forget, a Chevy. And he came, his wife came, she stayed in the house. I just be honest. I told him, I said, the seat's broke. This is wrong. Woo, 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 woo. They come and check it out. Both times, here and over there, they took it off my hands. Two people with the car that I just said, and I think one with the other one. And the man told me these words. He said the tires were straight. He said the motor was good. He said if the tires was bad and the motor, he said, not saying he wouldn't have took it, but he said he probably wouldn't have paid the amount that he got from it. Okay. Yes. And my ex-husband, he used to flip cars. I mean, when I say he flipped them, he wasn't no what you call it, selling lemons. It could be something as simple as uh alternator belt or something like that, real minor stuff. He'll fix it and it have receipts and everything. And I help him sell them. Matter of fact, I help write ads. They had a thrifty nickel, that's what it used to call, and put an ad in that and get it. He used to sell lawnmowers, all that. That's what I said. I'm not saying this to be cocky or arrogant. Have I ever gotten food stamps? Yes. WIC? Yes. Section 8? Yes. Yes, yes. And I had a good life too beforehand. Okay. I wasn't on Section 8 with any of my husbands. Mm-mm. I got on WIC with my youngest because she was on a special kind of milk. The doctor specifically gave me a prescription. This was when I was in Florida to take to the WIC office because the milk was too expensive. My daughter couldn't drink regular milk. I was on WIC, yes. Food stamps, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love spending food stamps. And no shame in my game. You can do that when you're a taxpayer. I'm not just sitting down waiting on no public or government assistance. I'm gonna end this and wrap it up on this note. I had a baby that was 17 days old in my care. I was a foster parent. If my sisters and anybody get on here, um, I'm registered in the state to which I live in. I'm mandated. I've been registered since November of 1999. And I say that because once you register, you always register. The only thing you got to do is get an FBI screening, TB test, and a background, okay? I said FBI, a background, and tuberculosis. And sometimes they'd come and walk through your house. But I was a foster parent. They did all that. They walked through my house, seeing if I had furniture, heat, whatever. The baby was 17 days old. She was in an orphan. She never went home. And I had to go to court. And I remember it was on a Monday because it was after my, which one? Son, yeah, graduated. And that Monday, I went to court, juvenile court, and the judge granted her to come to me that same day. I had that baby in my care from 17 days old until she was almost 3. Okay. I say that to say the state didn't pay me nothing. This was not my baby, wasn't no relative, no kin person, family member, or nothing. Nothing. But the state didn't do nothing for me. Nothing. I got one check which was $150 because this lady that came to the house, because when you got a foster child or a foster parent in your home, they got to come do home visits. You got to take the kid to the parents, supervise visits because the child mother's parents' rights wasn't stripped. Are you serious?